Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with the Cafe Racer, or the not so bad Cafe Racer anymore, the on the road to improvement Cafe Racer. If you don't remember this bike, or if you're not familiar with this bike, let me show you what we started with. We started with a bike that had just been spray bombed. The engine was spray bombed, everything. It had sheet metal screws holding the seat on. It had the wrong tank, this tank on it, which was too small, and it didn't have a seat hoop. We went ahead and put a seat hoop, finished the back end of it. We modified the seat a bit, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And then now we're starting to paint the frame with the Eastwood chassis black, and it looks so much better. Next thing we're going to do after that is we're going to change the front triple tree so that we have Superbike bars and a dash as opposed to these clip-ons, and it's just going to look so much better. It's going to fit better, everything else, and I believe we're going to switch to a bigger headlight. We're going to switch to a headlight from a Yamaha XS650. It's just a little bigger, and I think it'll just make the bike feel a little weightier, because we went with stock tank, CB500T stock tank. It's just going to make it look so much better. It's going to look heavier than this, and plus it'll give us a little bit of room to hide stuff behind. So it'll just clean it up a bit. Plus, bigger's better, right? Let me show you. Bigger is a little better. Yeah. So I think it'll just fit better. We'll have less of a gap between here and here. It'll just make it look like it's supposed to be there. So let me show you what we did with the seat. Remember, this was just one of those aftermarket seats that's just flat, and we made the seat hoop kind of kick up a bit in the back, so we had to adjust our seat. So I just cut it right here, kind of scored it, and bent it up to the angle I needed. Then a little mesh in here, plastic welder, and we've got it, and it's nice and strong now. The seat holds on by these 4 bolts that go right there, 2 through here, and then 2 up here. There's the rest of the seat. I still have to staple it back down, and I've got to pull this, fingers crossed, I've got to pull this turn signal off, taillight turn signal off of that. Hopefully I can do it without ripping the seat. We'll heat it up, and fingers crossed that the 3M double-sided tape is not as good as what they say it is. This is the first coat of paint on the frame, and I'm doing this with a foam brush. So here, this is what we're using: Eastwood Extreme Chassis Black Satin Underbody Coating, or motorcycle frame paint, and a foam brush, and it lays down really, really good. Like I said, this is just the first coat. Once we put the second and third coat on, it's really thin, so it lays down really good, and it dries really hard. What I'm going to do for the second coat is I'm going to pull off one shock at a time, pull off this shock, I'm going to try to de-rust it, paint all around there, and then do the other side. Just makes life a little easier. So speaking of de-rusting, I have to get these guys clean, and we're going to use some Rust-Oleum rust remover. I'm just going to hose them down and let them soak while we're doing all this. I've got to do the same thing to the header pipes here. We got to try to get off the rest of the paint. Look, they just spray bombed everything. Just spray painted. The whole bike was just spray painted. Guys, I don't have a problem with people spray painting their motorcycle. I do it all the time. You can mask it off and just take your time. That way it just looks better. So we're going to clean these guys up a bit, so hopefully we can get that looking better. Clean up these so that when they go on, and the same thing with our exhaust. Okay, trying to get this paint off of this header. Little 4/0 steel wool and some Dawn dishwashing liquid. And let's see what we can get into. Guys, everything we're doing to this motorcycle, the CB500T, is just elbow grease. Right? It's just a little energy and effort. Just to kind of remove the quick stuff, you know, the hose the whole bike down with some spray paint to try to get something else. Try to get it look a little bit better. And I enjoy doing this stuff just because it's kind of an instant gratification, right? I do a little bit of work on this and I see it and I can feel better about it because I know I just did that, which is pretty cool, which is a lot of fun to do. So let me stay at this. It's just going to be a lot more rubbing. Whole lot of elbow grease. Okay, so this is the before and this is the after. About 15 minutes on this left side. And some of that center section that I have to do a little bit more on. I have to do some more around here and around here, but it's definitely coming together when you look at it like this. Yeah, like that. See, so many times we see exhausts that look like this. Maybe it's got a little surface rust, and we start shopping as opposed to just cleaning it up. It's pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and get this other side done. Okay, we have to clean up these guys a little bit more. We still have some paint on them, and I'm going to use the Dremel and the little brush to try to get this stuff off of here. Just really still trying to get black paint off of this. And if I can get off some rust, that'll be good too, but okay, I went ahead and put the headers on, and you may notice that I painted the engine while they were off. Let me show you. Okay, here it is. Painted both sides. We painted the cylinder black, the cases, just the side cover, not the case. That's natural, just the side cover. We painted it with the engine enamel, and then we polished up those headers. Did the best we could on these. We got our paint on our frame, which looks good. We have to button up this stuff, just kind of clean it up, tidy it up a bit. I had it tidied up, but I pulled it all out just so I could paint it. So we'll start just really tidy that up so it doesn't look so messy. And then once we finish all this, then I can, once we finish tidying this up, then I can jack up the front of the bike and pull off this front end. Okay, here we are, our not so crappy cafe racer. We're not finished yet. We have wiring left to do. We have wiring to do. I got to pull the tank off and do it. Look, I got all this wire back here that I don't need. So that I got to pull that to wire in my tail lights again, and I've got way too much wire up here. So I got to just shorten everything just so it's a little cleaner. But I just had to put it together after we put the front end back on. Again, had to clean the forks, take the forks off, clean them, put them back on. Different triple tree. This is from a 550. This is from a 550 to be able to set it up just so that we had a, why? Because I had that here and I like this dash better. And this is a brand new gauge, but the people that built the bike, they just cut the wires off to it. Look, they're cut off right there. You can see them cut off right there. So we're going to try to utilize the neutral headlight and turn signal in here to make it work. But much better. These handlebars look so much better on this bike. Look at this. That looks so much better. At least I think. Let me know in the comments down below. I think we are still going to go. I think he is interested in doing some shorter pipes, and that's something that can happen down the line. We also still have to sort out some shocks because those are kind of a little rough thing. You remember what it used to look like? It used to look like this. And now it looks like it fits a little bit better. I like this tank. It's beefier. Makes the bike seem bigger. It's a little heavier. I like it. These bars are going to be way more comfortable. We still have to polish the tank up to try to get it a little bit better. Get off some of this stuff here. Just some paint transfer. That'll come off. But yeah, sorted out the wiring here. This just looks so much better. Once we put the battery in, you won't even see it. So it's cleaner. From this side, the only wires you see are the bottoms of for the rectifier. And on this side, I don't think you'll see any. Once we get all these tucked in, you won't even see them. They'll be tucked in up there. So painted the engine. Painted the cases in the cylinder. We cleaned the exhaust. Still need to give it a polishing. But considering where we were, painted the frame. It just looks cleaner. Once we get rid of this stuff, it'll be better. The other thing is we won't be able to, unless I sort out my key situation. This is the key. I mounted it down here. I may cut this off. I may just take and clean that up. But I wanted to use that bigger headlight, but we can't because it doesn't fit. It's too shallow. When it hits here, it's too shallow and it hits here. I need different handlebar, different little fork gears to fit it on. But we still have to clean up some glue, some 3M glue here. We moved it from here to there. We just have a little bit more of that glue to clean up. That 3M stuff is good. But yeah, again, we cut this seat, folded it up a little bit. So it just makes it, that's the same $30 seat you get on eBay or Amazon, but you can modify it a bit so it doesn't look like everybody else's. At least I think so. So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? What else should we do to it besides sort out the wiring and then just ride it? Which I can't wait to ride it. I think it's going to be great. So guys, there you have it. Our not so crappy cafe racer. Looks like it's not a bad place to be now. Just cleaning it up. You know, it's amazing what little things can make such a big difference. Let me know in the comments down below. What else should we do to this guy? Is there anything? You can tell me what you like, you don't like. It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Oh, and remember, it's May. That means the video drops every single day at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll see you tomorrow. There's only two things on this bike, pieces, that we changed from the original one. The tank and the bars. Everything else is what came with us. We reshaped some things, we cleaned them, repainted them, things like that. But yeah, so much better.